Welcome, everyone. It's good to see everybody. CrudeAF, KD2, Margot, Christy Blue, Elizabeth Bollinger, creatively inspired by Denise, Norma Thomas, Hugh Janus, Renee, Angela Dawn C, California Thunder, The Homies, Mob Scene. Yo, whatever this is, I can't shake it, man. You guys can hear it in my voice, right? Like, I just can't shake it. I don't know what it is. But it's the worst. So I'm drinking some hot coffee. And I'm going to try a Scotch remedy after this is over. Nicole Venditti, hello. Hillbilly Nitro USA, what's up, my brother? Holly Marie, Twisted Tea. All right, so I actually missed it. For once, I missed a CrudeAF live today, and it's definitely one that I did not want to miss. Now, I'm going to stream some of that live tonight here because apparently Bullhorn Boob decided to hit my man with a cease and desist, and it's packed with lies, like packed with lies. And I mean, it's so ridiculous that it's entertaining. So we're going to go over it. And just because I know it bugs the hell out of her, because I didn't get a cease and desist, and I don't think I'm going to get a cease and desist. And you're not going to win if you try to hit me with a cease and desist, because especially with all the lies that's in this thing. Like this thing has JLR written all over it. Like filing these false claims, man. Like, crazy. Like, you realize, Boob, do you understand, idiot, that when you accuse somebody of something, you have to prove it? How are you going to prove those emails that never happened? How are you going to do that? I'm really curious. I'm really curious of that. So I'm gonna stream some of Crude's live. Make sure you subscribe to him if you're not already. I'm going to stream some of his live because I want him reading the cease and desist order to you guys with these ridiculously, I mean, yo, it's insane, dude. Like, does she understand? Like, she hangs out with a dude. She takes pride in the fact that she hangs out with a dude who did 10 years prison time for filing false shit like this. 10 years, dude. Like, how do you, I mean, are you stupid? You're really stupid. Like, you have to be really stupid. Yeah. JLR totally helped. He had to have. This is how you file a phony motion. This is how you file a phony cease and desist that holds no water. Who cares if it's lies? You might go to prison for 10 years like I did, but who cares? Oh, this is fantastic to me, dude. Oh, yes. Thank you. That's Panda. Panda been chilling with me when I do these things. My sweet girl. All right. Hold on. Let me share the screen here. This is too much, man. All right.
All right, give me 1 second. What I'll do is, because I don't want to show, gotta find it. I gotta. Some of you guys gotta stop trolling. It's getting a lot in here. These bots, Jesus.
So I was texting with Frank.
Sure it wasn't okay.
I was texting with CrudeAF. He texted me out of nowhere, and he's just like, "Hey, did you receive a cease and desist?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "No." And he's like, "Yeah, I got one." And he's like, "I went live and talked about it." I was like, "Shit, that's what you went live about," and I missed it too. So I'm gonna let Crude explain this shit to you guys, man, because it's mind-blowing, bro. Like, this is the most Karen shit ever. Like, let's see. Tracy Angel says, the glare. I'm in Knoxville. Had major kidney surgery at UT Medical Center yesterday, and now I am holed up in a hotel until tomorrow. I need some serious entertainment after all this health stuff. Hey, man, right on. I'll do the best I can.
Okay. Oh, when BHB was on the air in B-Port smoking, she showed the damn place and the address herself.
Yeah, she absolutely doxed herself, and she admits it. Okay, and I'm going to share that video with you guys too, where she admits it, because CrudeAF has a clip channel called Crude Clips, and it's and he clips her basically admitting that she doxed herself.
Oh, thank you, folks. Send me those things, please. If you have them, anything you got, send it to me. thegeekroompodcast@gmail.com. Because we're going to have fun. I'm trying to find Carlos, the account here, just to show you guys.
Guys, make sure to take a second and hit the like button for me, all right?
So I should have pulled this up. I didn't think about it. I'm not going to do this. There we go. Oh, it looks like they deleted her account too. Oop. Under my block list. Here's one. And here's
what?
Two. One has been deleted.
They send it to all of Frank's family members too? What does this family have anything to do with anything, dude? God.
I am not Carlos. Why would I block my own sock account? Here's one.
Oh,
where
man.
You guys can see the Carlos under my block list. Here's two. Where you can see Carlos under my block list. Here, let's blow this shit up. Shall we?
All right.
Oh my God. Oh, so horrible. Due to the amount of people the defendant have conspired with, the plaintiff now feels threatened everywhere she goes. Really?
What?
I want to be violated in my asshole.
JLR taught the scallywags how to F the system page with curl crayon roll of paper wastebasket.
Exactly. Thank you, B. Rook. The strangler weaponized herself. That should be a violation of your tune's service. It is. There's actually one where she is actually doxing that I just found out today, and then yeah, we're gonna look into that one, which is a violation of your tune service, especially when you say that you can find anybody's information. Anyway, due to the amount of people defendants have conspired with. Thank you for becoming a member, Patriots Wife. If you guys want to become a member, trust me, it's making them mad. It's going to, she's going to say something about it in here.
It's like she knows she's breaking the law by lying on that shit, right? She has to know she's breaking the law.
Yeah, it does, Kelly. The plaintiff no longer feels safe in her own home. The plaintiff has lost thousands of dollars in revenue due to the defendant's actions. That's something you're going to have to prove.
Right. That is something you're going to have to prove.
The plaintiff has stopped doing YouTube lives because of constant cyberbullying, cyber harassment, cyber stalking.
Wait, what? No, she hasn't. She was live today, as a matter of fact. Stomping all over a potential crime scene, as usual.
Really? You stopped doing lives? Weren't you live yesterday?
She was live today.
Well, I don't come without receipts. Oh, 2 days ago. You were live 2 days ago at your sister's house. We're just going to keep this here. On or about January 22nd, the defendants are now targeting followers, subscribers, members of plaintiff's YouTube channel.
She's not even trying to take those down. Like, she's not even trying to make her lies believable. How are you going to sit there and say that you stopped going live out of fear of harassment, but yet you go live every day? And you leave the lives up. You leave them up. Like, what? Yo, this lady is off her shit, dude. Like, she is off her shit.
With a campaign of constant cyberbullying, cyber harassment, cyber stalking, forcing said followers, subscribers, and members to leave the plaintiff's channel, causing the plaintiff additional damages, both monetary and to plaintiff's personal and
now, let me explain to you guys. Let me give you just a quick synopsis of what it is when it comes to Molly Golightly, JLR, Bullhorn Boob, and comicals of Olivia Cochina. What I do, what CrudeAF does, what Burnt Toast does, is what we have been doing has been simple. We have just been simply calling out their shit. We haven't made anything up. We haven't made any lies up. We don't do that. I don't do that. So, I mean, that in itself is slander, and they use the law to do it. Right? Because all I'm doing is pointing out the facts that happen. That is all that I have done. That is all that I've seen CrudeAF do. That's all I've seen Burnt Toast do, is just call out facts. We expose their behavior. We basically show the content that they put out and break it down. That's all we do.
no reputation. You done that on yourself. I do not condone anybody going to her chat and harassing her followers.
We don't send anybody. I don't send people over there to mess with her chat. I don't do that. I don't think I've ever seen, I know I've never seen CrudeAF do it. I know for a fact I've never seen Burnt Toast do it. So what is she talking about? Now, we can't help it if we point out the facts that you have been ripping people off. If those people decide to smarten up and go, hey, I've been took by this person, I'm not giving them another cent. I'm going to unsubscribe from them, as a matter of fact. Well, that's on you. If you hadn't done the dirty shit that you do, we wouldn't point it out. Because none of it is untrue. Everything that I've said on here is fact. Everything that CrudeAF has said is fact. Everything that Burnt Toast has said is fact. We talked about her criminal history because it is public record. We talked about JLR's criminal history because it is public record. We talked about Molly Golightly's criminal history because it is public record. People deserve to know these are the type of people you're giving your money to. If you don't like that, Bullhorn Boob, if you don't like that, then maybe you shouldn't go around beating people. Maybe you should operate within the boundaries of the law for once. Because this is what's really funny to me, is what she's doing here by filing this cease and desist against CrudeAF. That's only because she can't put her hands on him. I'm completely and totally convinced of that. By going completely and totally off the rails and making up a bunch of lies and putting it on a legal document, to me, that is just simply her acting out because she can't actually put her hands on him and physically hurt him, because that is how she has been known to handle her problems in the past. Every time. 42 times, to be exact.
If they want to leave on their own or want to leave because they're not part of the Heels on the Ground thing, that is them. I have nothing to do with that. Or about 20. I
don't tell people to unsubscribe from them. I don't tell people, hey, don't do this and don't do that. I simply call you stupid. If you are a Bullhorn Betty supporter and a Molly Golightly supporter, by giving them money, I'm calling you stupid. That's all. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm simply saying that if you actually believe the shit that comes out of their mouths, when you know it's true, when you know they're lies, you know they're untrue, because we prove it here all the time. I prove it here. CrudeAF proves it. Burnt Toast proves it. So, I mean, if your listeners decide to actually see this and smarten up, well, I mean, that's their own decision. It was their decision to believe you in the first place and give you money. And then it's also their decision to realize that you're frauds and stop donating money to you. At no point did I ever say, don't give her money. I'm laughing at the fact that she feels entitled to money to do jack shit. So I laugh at that. And I laugh at the people stupid enough to give her money. Because you're morons to me. You're beyond stupid. You got took.
Oop, I read that. The plaintiff fears that this campaign has now gotten out of control of the defendants and that she will never able to live a normal life again, online or offline.
You never had a normal life. What are you talking about? By normal life, do you mean harassing people unbothered? Is that what you mean by leading a normal life, Betty? That's what you do? Is that what you consider a normal life? Is to be able to harass people with impunity and not suffer any consequences? Because what we're doing is we're not even inflicting any consequences on you for your actions. We're not. None of us are. All we're doing is pointing out your actions. That's all we're doing. So you're simply upset at the fact that we're just showing people what you are.
On or about January, it's a little loud, sorry. On about January 2022, the plaintiff received multiple emails from the defendant, which she put my name, alleging. Okay.
So here Frank is saying that she's alleging that Frank sent her a bunch of emails. Okay. Now I asked him when we were texting earlier, I asked him, did you ever even send her one email ever? Because I know I never did. And he's like, no, not one. Not one. So she's going to have to prove that. Why would she say something like that? I mean, there's clearly a digital footprint there if you're sending someone emails, right? So why would she say that and claim that without being able to prove it?
You guys are going to love this one. My wife read this when it came in running and like, did you see what she says? I'm going to read this. Alleging if the plaintiff would have sexual relations with him, he would remove all videos and references of the plaintiff from his online channel.
Wow. Dude. So let me get this straight, Bullhorn Boob. You expect us to believe, okay, that Frank, a happily married man whose wife is a moderator for him and works in his chat, helping out his channel. You expect us to believe that all of a sudden, Frank here, CrudeAF, has a taste for the Kathy Bates look. And that he would actually blackmail you into sexual favors. You expect any of us to believe that? Because I don't like to, and this is the thing, this isn't even a jab at her physical appearance. It's just not. But not anybody with a soul and any type of self-respect whatsoever would ever fantasize about pleasuring someone like her physically. And I'm not talking about her physical appearance. Anybody who engages in behavior, the kind of behavior that knowing that she puts her hands on men every single time she's in a relationship with one, knowing that dude, instant noodle dick. Can't be done. Can't, nothing. No. I wouldn't physically be able to perform. I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Like, I would imagine a guy, I mean, Crude's a good looking dude. You know what I mean? And he's clearly got self-respect because he talks about things that are unethical that bother him. He runs his channel with integrity. And you're going to tell me that he would lower his standards. You expect us to believe that this man, this married man with integrity, is going to all of a sudden piss all that integrity out the window and risk a sexual harassment charge for the likes of you? Sweetie, honey, no. Like, when you look at, okay, this is a fact. Every time I've shown her and JLR in the same room together, right? He keeps a physical distance from her. You can tell that he's afraid of her. You can tell that she gives off a vibe to him. And we're talking about JLR, people. We're talking about a guy who openly supports mass shooters. And he's afraid of her. You can tell. And you expect any of us to believe that my man here is behind the scenes, low key, not even low key, straight emails, propositioning you for sex, blackmailing you for sex. Dexter, thank you so much for that. She was projecting throughout the entire C&D letter, to be honest. Yeah, clearly. I mean, that's what a psychotic person does, because this is clearly a psychotic person. That's not just somebody just straight lying. That's somebody who believes this shit to some degree, because you would have to. You would have to believe this shit to some degree when you can't prove any of it. Because there's nothing documented that exists that would say that there's no way. Why would he put anything like that in writing in the first place? Let's just say that Frank is a complete and total dirtbag, right? He's not a dumb guy. You know what I mean? Why would you expect any of us to even believe that he would actually be stupid enough to put that in writing? Even if you expected us, let's just assume that you convinced us that he's a piece of shit. But you're not going to. But let's just assume you did, right? You expect us to believe that he's stupid on top of it?
I'm going to read this again. On or about January 2022, the plaintiff received multiple emails from, apparently me, alleging if the plaintiff would have sexual relations with him, he would remove all videos and references of the plaintiff from his online channels. Show the emails.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care if you dox me. I just knocked my...
Exactly. What Frank just said. Show the emails. I have to see these.
Camera off. Holy shit. Sorry. I don't care if it has my name in it. Show the emails. I want to read them. I want to like.
I want to read them too.
I said that. I said that shit. Really? Fuck! I learned something new about myself every fucking day. Show the emails. I want to see them. I want to see them. One, I want to have a good laugh. Anyway, I just see my chat just blew the fuck up. It still gets better, folks. Trust me. My wife read through this and she was like this.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
I'm
too.
reading this word for
huge anus. By the way, you're winning handle of the day every time you're in my chat until somebody tops it. I mean, it's just great. I'm a big fan of that childish humor. But yeah, you win handle of the day. You carry the title until somebody comes in here and tops it. But I agree with you. Why it's totally her MO too, right? It's totally her modus operandi to go live and brag about this shit, right?
For word.
So why hasn't she
Word
done that?
for word. She went through this and typed this up. What month is it? I can see it on my calendar, 1/27/2022. 1/27/2022. January 27th, 2022. On shut up, Billy. On or about February 2022nd, the plaintiff drove to my state to obtain a restraining order against the defendant, but to no avail. The conduct continues.
Hey,
I'm
what?
going to read this again. What's the date, folks? On or about February 2022nd, the plaintiff drove to my state to obtain a restraining order against the defendants, but to no avail. The conduct continues. Bitch, did you just time travel? Are you a time travel? Are you a time? What?
Wow.
Are you related to Doctor Who? Can you jump forward in time to put a restraining order and then just to jump back and be like, oh, I'm just going to write this down because it's going to happen pretty soon? Bitch, you're in Louisiana right now. Did you? What? How the fuck did you go a month ahead?
I love how.
How did you do that?
I love how dumbfounded Frank is right now. It's fucking hilarious to me.
She's a fucking time traveler.
She's a fucking time traveler, bro.
I didn't know you could do that shit. Anyway.
So she's saying that a month from now, Frank, past tense, did what he's claiming happened here. What? What?
In accordance to my state code, plaintiff is entitled to injunctive relief against the defendants. As a result of the defendant's action, the plaintiff is entitled to damages in accordance with my state. Plaintiff is entitled to judgment of the court as follows. This is what she wants. February, did I say February 2021? No, February 2022. Sorry. My wife just corrected me. Awarding of monetary damages to plaintiff. This is what she wants, folks. Against the defendants in the amount of $50,000 or an amount to be determined at trial. Awarding double damages or exemplary damages to plaintiffs against the defendants. Awarding money, awarding attorney fee, including in this lawsuit. Find that the defendants, along with the persons and entities acting in concert with them, to be temporary, preliminary,
oh my God,
permanently
please.
restrained and adjoined from further willful or malicious.
Dear sweet baby Jesus, dear sweet baby Jesus, please, for the love of all things holy and unholy, please, sweet dear baby Jesus, let this go to trial. Let Frank have a lawyer and this goes to trial and he gets to countersue. Please, please let this happen. Now, I understand if he just wants to just make it go away, that's cool too. I mean, everybody deserves peace, and however he handles it, he's going to have my respect, however he chooses to handle it. But please, baby Jesus, just for the sake of him making an example of this fucking moron for our entertainment, please let him fight this and countersue her.
Against the plaintiff, defendants remove all videos, posts, and other.
What evil did I do to you?
Vaughn, why you
Love
mad?
your channel.
Thank you, Nona. Ordering defendants to produce for plaintiff all personal devices. Wait, she wants my phone?
What? Yeah, that's got JLR written all over it. That's all that is. Yeah, JLR totally filed that shit for her. I guarantee it. And I mean, it's the same shit, dude. Like, it's the same crazy shit that was in the Michael Vick handwritten lawsuit that he filed. It's the same craziness. Like, she's trying to get his devices. So she didn't get the shit on the wish list. So now she's trying to sue my man and take his shit. Dude, what level of Karen is that, dude? Like, I've never even heard of that shit. This is insane, bro.
She wants my phone? By the way, that February 2022, apparently she time traveled.
What?
Is when she's supposed to do the when she did the restraining order. Again, bitch, it is January 2022, not February 2022. Anyway, ordering the defendants to produce for plaintiff all personal devices, business devices, storage devices the defendants had access to or used at any time on November 1st, 2021, so the plaintiff may inspect
The only thing that makes sense, dude. The only thing that makes sense. Cocaine and booze were fueling that piece of literature. Absolutely fueling that piece of literature. That was the gas, bro. The gas was that's the only thing that makes sense, dude. That is literally the only thing that makes sense. Like, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm straight giving her the benefit of the doubt, because no sober mind, unless you're completely and totally fucking jacked in the head, like, no sober mind would ever write something like that and expect people to believe it. Like, that is cocaine. Like, straight up, dude. That is line, shot, line, shot, line, shot, line.
such devices for the presence of the claims alleged or other information relevant to the subject matter in this action. She wants my shit.
Now,
She wants the computer. She wants my
a scare tactic. Fair enough. Does Frank look scared to you? Because he doesn't look scared to me. What she did was she continued to graciously bless us with more content, is what she did. That's all she did.
phones. My parents' stuff, my wife's stuff. What in the ever loving fuck are you talking about? Damn.
Unreal, bro.
And this is just the first cause of action. Ordering defendants to remove any and all content that the plaintiff is in precedence. Thank you for the $10, by the way. Is present or in mention and retaining no copies of such materials for such relief as it deems just proper.
This is gold, bro. This is gold, bro.
Ma'am, you got too much free time on your hands.
For real.
Like legit.
Dude.
Fucking crazy. All right, for second cause of action, campaign of defamation, slander, and libel. And again, Betty, this is all for you to prove.
Right. Yep.
Fuck, I want to go on Judge Judy right fucking now.
That's what
Someone contact Judge Judy. If she wasn't for you, because I have a ticket. Anyway,
I love
plaintiff realleges and incorporates by referencing the preceding paragraphs with the same force.
Is Judge Mathis still a thing? Is Judge Mathis still a thing? Like, I would love to see Judge Mathis handle this case. I would love to see Judge Mathis handle this case. That would be so awesome. What the hell, woman? Is you smoking crack? You gonna come into my courtroom? Is you smoking crack? I love Judge Mathis, dude.
And effective as is fully set forth here. On or about November 21st, the defendants had alleged in a campaign of defamation, slander, libel against the plaintiff. The defendant actions consist of more than 50 different videos about the plaintiff in a negative light. Oh, I am so sorry. Defendant's actions were willfully intentional.
Unreal, bro.
The plaintiff is a domestic violence victim and sexual assault victim.
No,
I'm not going to fight the sexual assault, but the domestic violence, ma'am, we've seen it all.
Yeah.
That stuff that Burnt Toast read over is public. Anybody can find it.
Yeah, dude.
Just like you said, you can find anything on me.
Dude, if I can find it,
plaintiff has been open and honest with her viewers.
Like somebody sent it to me. I went over it like, I don't know, a couple weeks before Burnt Toast did. I didn't do it nearly as thoroughly, but I went over it before Burnt Toast did because somebody fucking sent it to me. Like, it's not hard. Dude, if I get a hold of that shit, that's how easy it is. Because I'm like the worst researcher ever.
About her past conduct. And part of her advocacy and activism is to help others like her. Defendant have waged a campaign to re-victimize the plaintiff in a public eye, causing the plaintiff great stress, depression, and sleep deprivation.
That's cocaine too.
Man.
The sleep deprivation.
I hope I'm being punked. This is funny. If Ashton Kutcher pops out of here, oh my God. I'm going to give him a hug because I like him.
Yeah, me too. I like Ashton.
I'm going to find something real quick. It's on one of my friends'
very
channel.
Outspoken advocate against human trafficking. Ashton Kutcher.
Archive. I'm gonna have to. If anybody knows the thing that I'm looking for, is when Revelation News, who is Shani's husband, tried to do the same thing. We're gonna play it, and this was against Dragnot. We'll find it in a second. Let's see, where am I at? Defendant public humiliated. Let me take a drink. The plaintiff for financial gain and followers on their social media platforms. Again, she is counting pockets.
Yeah, this is just some bullshit, man.
Like really, really pissed. It's funny. Like, oh yeah. Someone says, keep in mind, she does not have 42 arrests. There are 42 cases in her county.
It's on her. It's on her to prove any of this. Rain Song, thank you for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Like, it's on her to prove any of this.
Let me see if I can read it. Why has it been such a dick? Oops. I found a few trafficking infractions, but the 52 included her divorce, civil case, and a lot of trafficking. I believe there were around 11 domestic violence cases. No, I know. Trust me, I noticed stuff. She used different case and inserted you with her. Yeah, right. Read your comment at 12:03.
She signed the document victim. Wow.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Wow.
I have to go up a little bit. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore the chat. I'm trying to get through this. We're at the second part now. Where is your comment? Wouldn't be surprised if JLR wrote it, and being that he has done this kind of similar thing. Oh, yeah. No. I agree with that. Alrighty.
She doesn't have the intellectual capacity to file that thing. She just doesn't. She doesn't have the intellectual capacity. That's all JLR right there. I guarantee it. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but I'm willing to bet on it because it's got dude. Everything that I've read that he's filed, it sounds just like this bullshit.
Defendants are now targeting followers, subscribers, and members of the plaintiff's YouTube channel with a campaign of constant cyberbullying, cyber harassment, cyberstalking regarding defamation, slander, and libels, as forcing aforementioned followers, subscribers, and members to leave the plaintiff's channel, causing the plaintiff additional damage monetarily and to the plaintiff's personal and professional reputation. Again, that's all you.
Yep.
And again,
we didn't do
the
that.
people that left are Molly subs. The defendant has maliciously and willfully. Defendants had defamed plaintiff through the use of their variety of social media platforms in an effort to maliciously remove her from being able to financially support herself through this online means with the intention to cancel her out. Bitch, get a job.
I was just gonna say that. Like, dude, listen, if you're so hurting for money, okay, I'm not faulting anybody. People don't want to work, they don't want to work. That's fine, whatever. But don't complain about money. You know what I'm saying? Don't complain about money. You don't have anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have you're not showing people that you're doing the best you can, and you have the nerve to act like you're entitled to what they earn. I mean, like, you're not entitled to what other people earn, man. You're just not. Going around acting like you're doing God's work. You're not doing jack shit. You've already admitted to fucking up an investigation by touching a murder weapon. Who the fuck touches the murder weapon, dude? Like, are you serious right now with that?
Okay, check this board. Burnt toast sent me something. Hey. Okay, yeah. Let me hold on. Let me open this up. 'Cause I want Toasty in this. Sorry. This shit's funny. Oh my god. This shit's funny.
Oh, hey, coming late, but here to support the glare. Thanks, Annie. Guys, make sure to subscribe to 10 to Life. Okay.
Starbucks cameras.
Dude, this is the biggest fuckery like ever, dude. Like, I can't even believe this. This person thinks that she can.
There you go. Come on in, Toasty.
This is the biggest crock of shit.
Defendants have Defendants have maliciously and willfully misrepresented her criminal records and even reached out to news organizations to aid in her efforts to torment the plaintiff.
Hold on a second. No. We read the criminal record word for word. We read it. Like, if you have a problem with whether those things are accurate or not, you have to take it up with the police officer who wrote those reports. Because, I mean, it's a different one every single time. And it's 42 times. And almost all of them is you putting your hands on someone you consider to be a spouse. Not to mention threatening to cut them up into little pieces to a cop and leaving them on the side of the road. Not to mention slashing their tires. Not to mention saying that you're going to kill the cop because you know people, because you're connected. So threatening a cop. Yeah. See that stuff's in those reports that are public record. That's what those things say. It's not like we made the stuff up. It's there. It's available. Burnt Toast shared the links to it, to where you could look at it for yourself.
I only reached out to her afterwards, and I was just letting her know, hey, these are the things that has happened. But I didn't initially reach out to the person.
Now, the worst thing
defendant knowingly
the worst thing Frank can do, which I'm sure he knows better, but I just want to be able to say it. The worst thing he could do is try to contact her at all at this point. Now, at this point, I'm like, I'm saying you talk to my lawyer about anything. I'm going to still talk about her because I have every right to be up here doing what I'm doing. I have every right to do it. He has every right to be doing it. So, but, yeah, I mean, I'm not, yeah, but as soon as shit like that happens, that's it. You lost your chance to even communicate with me. You've already threatened me with legal action, and you're lying in the process. You're lying repeatedly in the process on an official court document. So at that point, yep, anything that you have to say to me, you could say to my attorney.
There she is. Going to jail.
What's up? I'm Toast Malone, yo. I'm going to jail.
Going to jail. Have you been listening?
Okay, so I literally just got out of the meeting that I was in, and I started listening maybe 15 minutes ago.
I'm bummed
So I
I
didn't
missed
hear,
this
I
live.
guess, like the first part of your show. I was dying laughing in the car. I was like,
So if you guys don't recognize that voice, that is Burnt Toast on panel with Frank right now.
this is so funny.
It's crazy.
It definitely helped me get through traffic in a much better mood. This is hilarious. Oh man, Betty, why didn't you send me one? I give my email out, bttoasty@protonmail.com. Please.
So Burnt Toast. I've pointed this out more than once, but I have to point it out again. Okay. Blowhard, blowing down lines, Betty. She is completely and totally consumed with frustration because she can't do anything to Burnt Toast. Burnt Toast is completely anonymous. You will never, ever, ever know what her name is. You will never, ever know where she lives. You won't know anything about her. She has gone about this in the most responsible and safest way. And it destroys her. I feel like it's like somebody who's going through like opioid withdrawals, right? And like their skin is burning from it. That's what Burnt Toast is to Betty right now. Just like her skin is bubbling because she can't do a fucking thing about it. How's she going to serve her with a cease and desist? I mean, she's giving her email right now saying, just fucking send it to my email. Because I got one, not from Betty. This is back when I was covering the Sophie Long situation. So Kelly Long, her PR attorney, sent me some shit, and I basically I figuratively wiped my ass with it. Because I was like, you can't stop me from doing what I do on my channel. You just can't. It's all fucking fair game. You know, you can't stop me. So I figuratively just wiped my ass with it. I read it live and I was like, fuck off. No. Nick Ricada did the same thing. He said, respectfully, fuck you. Like, you're not going to stop me with some bullshit like this. I know I'm within my rights in what I'm doing. And it's just going to get worse.
Send me one. I want to read it.
It is fucking nuts. And
Oh
my
my
wife was.
I wish I would get one of these. I wish I would get one of these. Please. I wish.
I was a little bit worried about it until she started reading it. And she was like, what the fuck? Bitch, try it. Like, legit. She was a tad bit worried. And then she just read into it. She's like, this is.
I'm doing everything in my power to
Yeah, it's not legal.
It is not. Thank you,
It's not
Wyanna,
legal.
for the
Right.
$10. Thank you, Linda, for the $4.99. Why is that super
I
chat
wanna
still
be-
coming up?
I want to be violated.
It's a
in my
conspiracy.
asshole.
You should put
It
a
is.
sis and dismiss on the super chat.
I'm just like,
Cease and
oh, yeah.
dismiss.
All right,
Oh my
where was I?
Wow.
Let's see. Defendant knowingly and willfully lied on many occasions about the plaintiffs in an effort to keep viewers coming back to their platform for financial gain and followers. I'm not
Wait.
like, yeah.
Wait, so she screams at her own mods,
Mhm.
takes their wrenches away, tells them to get the F out of her channel.
Wow.
And then she wonders why people are not coming back. That's my dog playing with a toy in the background.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
This was impromptu. I almost not went
Right.
back today.
So this is
I wasn't feeling up to it.
This is our doing, people. So according to Blowing Down Lines Betty, the Strangler, according to her, that's what we're doing. Is we're costing her subs. But I mean, I'm not cussing out her subs. You know what I mean? I'm not cussing them out. I'm not even booting them from my chat. You know what I mean? Like I find it hilarious. I find this absolutely hilarious. Like the fact that she even thinks that this is even slightly intimidating is hilarious.
2, I have stuff I got to do. And then 3 is just, nothing to really report on. So it's like, I'll just take the day off and do what I got to do. Nope. Mail came and I was like, I'm about to go live with this shit.
Oh, so that was my question.
Exactly.
Did she email it or mail it?
Mailed it.
Oh, see, that's why she didn't send me one. Because you can't find my info. Darn it. Darn it.
Right. So no, I still got she mailed it to me and my wife, to my dad, to my mom, and my
What?
Okay. And she says you're stalking her.
Right?
What?
Wow.
Seriously, that
She's
makes
dumb.
that makes no sense. I even called them and I was like, hey, you may get this. Read it if you want, throw it away. It doesn't matter. But just let you know. And again, everyone in my family knows that I do this online.
Thank you, Rock
I don't
Solid
know.
Alibi. Appreciate that.
Just
Well, the thing
because
is that
someone
if you
does.
were doing anything that broke TOS,
Mhm.
YouTube would let you know.
Yeah.
They would take your monetization.
Yep.
They would take your streams down.
Yep.
They would give you strikes.
Yep.
If those
Mhm.
things are not happening, then she can pound sand.
Exactly. Like, I mean, they admitted to not false flagging, but mass flagging my channel. Shani has done the same thing.
Yeah. She's done that to my
Nothing-
channel.
I want to be.
Um,
I want to be
Thank you, Mr.
violated
Ernest.
in my asshole. Sure.
if
Oh
anything
shit,
would
you
have
best take
happened,
the Strangler seriously.
then I would have been down months ago. Like legit.
Yeah.
So, let's see. The plaintiff would never be able to recover from the damages the defendant had caused to her reputation. Ma'am, I did not tell you to take Molly Golightly down there and record a child and put it up on your panel, on her channel.
Yeah.
I did not tell you to go and out your mole.
Nobody told you to do any of the shit that you did. Idiot. Nobody told you to do any of that shit. As a matter of fact, we've been speaking out against it. We've been speaking out against your actions that you still refuse to take any accountability for. You or Molly Golightly still refuse to take any accountability for your actions, your criminal actions. You got a man fired from his job and his wife. You got a couple whose child is missing, whose children have been taken away for whatever reason. The other 3 children have been taken away for whatever reason. I don't know. But the purpose behind family court, the purpose behind the system is to try to keep families together. That is the overall goal of family court, is to keep families together. So when you make it more difficult for them to be able to get on the road to being suitable parents, well, then you're the aggressor. All you've done is gone out of your way to hurt these people. And all we've done is talk about it and show it. Your content, because you recorded yourselves doing it.
I didn't tell you to go to Don's house.
And nobody told her to threaten a news anchor either.
Mhm.
Wow.
So, thank you, Emily. Apparently my powers have grown.
You certainly have a lot of power.
Is okay. Due to the
Dudley
defendants
got himself
conspiring with
fired.
other channels to use defendants' material.
Dudley got himself fired. Dudley did not have to go on and go on and on telling rumors, spreading rumors about Don Wells. He didn't have to do that. So he did that to himself. He should have saw that coming.
In an effort to continue to victimize the plaintiff. Jesus. For someone who's supposed to be really like, just like, oh, she was like, like, don't talk about me. The plaintiff has requested the defendant to cease and desist such actions, but to no avail as the efforts on behalf of the defendants have worsened. The plaintiffs have blocked the defendant multiple times, but they just create more social media accounts and viciously attack the plaintiff's character.
I want to be violated in my ass. Sure.
Sounds like a good
Me
time for a
too.
countersuit.
Me too.
If she takes it there, maybe, yes. But I doubt she's going to do it. Again, viciously attack the plaintiff's character, integrity, and moral turpitude for financial gain. I have only just a couple of counts. You have gained the attention of people who don't like me. And again, it's just kind of like when me and you were talking, Charlie Gold, who is someone that we talked to, said the bigger you get, and especially if you grow fast, more people are going to kind of start talking out against you or just whatever. There are people who talk out against me.
She was on the news. Like,
Exactly.
I don't think that she realizes she literally was put on the news for something she said.
Right.
Exactly.
So she's going to get more attention.
Mm-hmm. Which is a reason why Molly got more attention, because she's been putting herself on the news.
Right.
She has gained trolls. She's gained hate watchers, people that don't like what she has done. So,
And not only that, it's like, I think some of Andra's own people were telling her, hey, if you attach yourself to Molly Golightly, there's a lot that comes up, that there's a lot that goes with that. And that is attention.
All right. I just wanted to go over the contents of that cease and desist. Now, remember, she accused Frank here of doxing her, but that's just simply not true. And I'm going to show the proof of that right now. Now, what you're seeing there in the left-hand corner, I'll full screen
I
it.
wonder if it's because we got the camera out front.
You see that comment from that person, that username Jiffy Pop? It says you doxed yourselves on purpose. Okay, somebody's calling her out. This is while they're at the Airbnb.
Many people will learn about our team. We're very strategic in everything we do.
So she's saying that it was strategic on their end as a team, that it was strategic on their end that they doxed themselves. Why?
Even the dumb, ditzy blonde. And did we do that? Who did that? You'll find out. But
So these are people that are willing. Basically, what she's admitting right here is these are people that are willing, that they're strategically, in her own words, they're very strategic in what they do. After being accused of doxing themselves, what would be the purpose of that? Well, the purpose would be to put themselves in harm's way so that they can play victim and get publicity as victims. But see, that's the thing, is nobody that follows and listens to me is going to go and do something like that, because we don't condone that kind of behavior. I don't think there's anybody in this chat that would condone actually harassing anyone or bringing any physical harm to them or doxing them. We just don't do that. We don't do that here. We don't do that anywhere. To my knowledge, I don't think CrudeAF would ever do that either. I have nothing that would indicate to me that he is capable of doing something like that. or burnt toast. So
Do things on purpose. Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder.
so she's gloating. She's gloating that they would dox themselves on purpose and do it for a strategic reason, according to her. They're very strategic as to what they do as a team, right? So what would be the purpose of that? What would be the strategy behind that? What would be the purpose of that strategy? The purpose of that strategy to me sounds like they would set themselves up to be played victims in some way, shape, or form. I mean, well, thanks, German lady. I appreciate that. Right. To bait someone, most definitely. And it doesn't matter, because if somebody who actually listens and follows me actually goes and does something that I don't approve of, well, I mean, I'm constantly in my chat. I actually take measures to make sure, like my mods take measures to say, hey, doxing and harassment will not be tolerated here, because we don't tolerate that here. I do not tolerate that here. Burnt Toast has been very clear about that. CrudeAF has been very clear about that we do not condone that type of behavior. So I can't be held responsible. The only people that can be held responsible is whoever actually does something fucked up like that, and them for getting so fucking doing such horrible shit to where it makes someone that mad, to where they feel like they have to take some action. I don't agree with it. I'd like to let the law do that, do whatever. I mean, they're clearly in violation of the law, you know? So I'd like to see them have to answer for these things legally through due process. Sure. I'd like to see justice happen for Robin's little girl. I'd love to see that. Right. No, they use the law, but they don't. I mean, it's so stupid because they use the law. So here we are, and we're talking about somebody who is teamed up with a guy who has his own Wikipedia page for what he ended up in prison for. And what he ended up in prison for is exactly what she just did to CrudeAF, which is file a bogus cease and desist order. I mean, there's no way that holds any water legally. I'd love to have Nick Ricada on here. He would never come on here, but I would love to have him on here, or Uncivil Law, to explain exactly what CrudeAF has to look at as far as that goes. I would love to pick their brains on this. And it's not filed. Okay. Yeah, it's just some bullshit, like it's junk mail. It's simply content for CrudeAF, myself, and and Burnt Toast. Blood Buddy Benny Keys looking ass. Trying to put a 3-year-old gangster to bed, but I'm listening. Okay, man. I mean, yeah, it's an ass wipe. She paid postage for an ass wipe. That's what she did. And it's got JLR written all over it too. Again, see, what he likes to do is he likes to expose people's families. and he likes to go after people's families because he's a fucking coward and a pussy. So apparently, not only did CrudeAF get one, but Mrs. Crude got one, his wife, his father, his mother, and stepfather got one. Like, just like this asshole put my family members' names out on Twitter saying that he was looking for a comment. Like, why didn't you reach out to him privately? Why would you put their information out on Twitter like that? It's just funny to me that these people act like they can actually. I mean, what's going to end up happening is they're just going to keep fucking with people, and they're going to fuck with the wrong one, and the wrong one is going to take them to the cleaners, like guaranteed. Some innocent bystander who's just like, I don't even fucking give a shit about YouTube, but what you're doing is putting my family in danger. So yeah, I'm taking you to court. I mean, it's just a matter of time. The shit happened to Critical K. The shit happened to what's her face, Katie Joy. I mean, I wonder what's up with, because I know Uncivil Law has actually been covering the Critical K lawsuit from Ray Andriacchio. So I'd love to see where that's at this point, because the last things that I've seen, Kay never even hired a lawyer, from what I understand. Maybe she has since, but from what I saw, she didn't even hire a lawyer. Like, she got sent a court document, a filed court document, and her response was, "Stop harassing me. Stop harassing me," she said. Still playing the victim. After she sat there and dragged and told lies about a victim's family. Yeah. I don't know much about what happened with Trainwreck, but I am glad that she finally got her little puppy dog. I'm glad she got her little dog. That's cool. It's nice when nice things like that happen in the community, man. Like when people come together to do something real nice for somebody, man. Yeah, I mean, oh, that's way north of me. I'm in Tennessee. It's supposed to snow tomorrow here. But I think it's like only like a 30% chance of snow or something like that. Yeah, dude. Like, it's refreshing, man, when the community comes together to do something nice, man. It's really, really, I really enjoy when that happens. I really, really do. Yeah, man. So I'm trying to say, dude, if anybody ever sent that BS to my mother, tried to intimidate my family, etc., it would be on. Family is off limits, period. Agreed, man. Agreed. JLR is gonna fuck with the wrong one day, man. And then he's gonna get to wear that victim, that big V on his chest. He's gonna get to do that. And he might not be glad that he did. I mean, Ula S, thank you so much. I appreciate that. It really is, Gaelic Girl. Doxing is the lowest of the low, especially when children of creators have to be taken into account and their family. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, dude, like that's I've never ever gotten to the point to where I felt like I needed to dox somebody, dude. Like, never. I've never gotten to that point. Like, because I believe in my argument so much, you know. I'm not going to bring something up on here and get all passionate talking about it if I don't have some conviction behind it, if I don't believe in what I'm talking about, you know. And for me to believe in what I'm talking about, I have to like really look into it, you know. I have to really analyze it. And so, wow, I never heard that one before, Katie Byrne. Okay. I wish I could sing like him. But but yeah, I'm not going to let's see. And TW didn't deserve it at all. She's just a sweet lady. Doesn't like the BS at B Botanical. Okay. What's up, Eyes on Entertainment? Did you file that appeal, man? Make sure to do that, dude. Go get that PO box and file that appeal, man. Yeah, I know, Crime Story. We've gone over that stuff. Yeah, no, he claims to be Adam Lanza's uncle too. To this day, he claims, like, as if he's somehow proud of supporting these people. It doesn't have to be Eyes on Entertainment Network. I'm telling you, you can fight it. It doesn't have to be. Be a shame for you to have to rebuild all that all over again. Yeah, all that was just an intimidation tactic. Oh, Luann, thanks. Josh actually called me today. I don't know what's going to happen, but we might have something big happening soon. It's just, I just got to stand by and wait for him to let me know if he's actually going to go through with it or not, and whatever I can do to help him. But yeah, he's got something big in the works, man. Yeah, people send me stuff all the time, man. So, I mean, it doesn't mean that I'll go over all of it, but you know, I just don't want doxing. Like, don't send me people's addresses and shit like that, because I can't do nothing with that, and I don't want nothing with it. So, I don't need, you know, but clips and shit like that, sure, I'll take them, you know, and I'll go over them sometimes. Let me go over this critical Amber Alert that Snow Queen is posting, and thank you for posting the stuff in my chat. I really do appreciate that. Critical Amber Alert issued by Calgary Police today at 2:30 p.m. 2-year-old boy taken from Calgary, Alabama. Last seen in red sweater, dark camp pants, green boots, blonde hair, white. Okay, little 2-year-old boy, guys. So if you're in the southern states, Tennessee area, or you know, Alabama, of course, and Georgia, those surrounding states, Florida, keep your eyes open for that sort of thing. Okay. Be Botanical, thank you so much. It says, I love all the good channels are all the good channels and bonding, and bad people channels are eating each other alive. Right. Well, that goes to say it. I mean, dude, we predicted this we predicted this over a month ago. We predicted all of this over a month ago. that these channels were going to just chew each other up and spit each other out. Now they're breaking apart at the seams. We called this. Oh, Alberta, not Alabama. Sorry about that. Thank you. Where is that? Where is Alberta? I don't even know where Alberta is. Oh, it's in Canada. Okay. All right. So yeah, ignore what I said about these southern states. All right. So Calgary, Alabama, or Calgary, Alberta, and Canada. Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with Canada very well. But I'll tell you what, though. I got to say, Josh went live earlier today from the Dad Challenge podcast. He was live over an overpass, and there was thousands and thousands of truckers because there's some crazy mandate about vaccinations, and thousands of truckers were protesting in Canada, man. And I was just like, yo, Canada. Today I was looking at it and I was like, yo, Canada's awesome. You know, I mean, regardless of how you feel about vaccination and everything like that, I'm not trashing anybody's opinions on that. I'm not even going to give my opinion on that. But I'll tell you what, though, I am loudly against any mandates and telling people what they should, what they have to do with their body and what they don't. That's not okay at all. So I absolutely 150% support those truckers in Canada. And I'm hoping that that inspires more from the people here in the United States when these mandates are happening, because yeah, Trudeau is falling on his face right now, man. Like, the people are letting Trudeau know that that shit's not okay. Right. That's the whole thing, man. How are you so stupid? Why is Trudeau so dumb? And he's going to go after, I mean, dude, you know, like, truckers like are the blood of everyday life for everyone. Stores don't get stocked without truckers. Stores don't get stocked without truckers. You don't get your goods without truckers. You just don't. Like, they're the lifeblood of our society right now. And you're going to, like, try to tell them what they can or cannot do? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wow, there's an estimated 50,000 people headed to Ottawa, and the group keeps growing. See, that's inspiring, man. That's the kind of thing that America used to be proud of. There's things like that. That's the kind of thing that being an American was something that would make you proud to be an American. Yeah, JLR's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking idiot. Like, yeah, dude. Like, you know, there's a pandemic, right? That's why you're having a hard time getting shit stocked. There's no conspiracy, bro. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, they suppress the news there a lot, man. They really, like, supposedly the government controls the news media out there in Canada. So it's important for us to use our platforms to tell the truth, you know, to tell the truth. Yo, and what about Neil Young and Joe Rogan? Now, here's the thing: is I like Neil Young. I mean, I like his music. You know what I mean? But, like, you're gonna make me choose between if Neil Young is giving me an ultimatum between him and Joe Rogan, I've heard enough Neil Young. And it's just Spotify anyway. I don't even use Spotify. I have iTunes, so I don't even use Spotify. But and what's funny is lately I've been listening to Neil Young. Like, it just so coincidentally happened that this happened. But dude, like why is Neil Young being a Karen, dude? Hey, woman of Sparta, I haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you. Why is Neil Young like being such a Karen, bro? It's funny to me. Like, I don't care. Neil Young, if I never hear Neil Young again, I wouldn't care. I honestly wouldn't. And I like Neil Young. I do. I like his music. I do. You know, but like Joe Rogan, he drops too much truth, dude. He just does. He has he has guests on his panel, and he's very neutral and he's very fair. And for some reason, somebody's trying to shut him up. Why is Neil Young trying to shut Joe Rogan up? Why? Because he doesn't agree with your leftist agenda? You know, I mean, trying to cancel people. Like, how can you be a rock and roller? You know, you're the godfather of grunge, right? You have this signature guitar sound that's super loud and amazing. I love Neil Young's messy, disgusting fucking solos. I love them. I love them. I love the feedback. I love the reverb that he has on all that distortion. It's fantastic. One of my favorite performances is when he does "Rockin' in the Free World" with Pearl Jam at the MTV Music Awards, Music Video Awards, like just before the Versus album came out. That solo was like super loud and amazing, and they trashed the stage. It was great. It's great performance. But, you know, I mean, I'll take Joe Rogan dropping truth bombs and the guests on his channel, the guests on his podcast dropping truth bombs left and right over hearing the same Neil Young song that I heard 1,000 times. It's a no-brainer for me. Yeah, and he's fair, man. You know what I mean? No, I didn't see Amanda Knox. I don't even know. I'm not even familiar with the Amanda Knox thing. One of these days, I'm going to end up watching that on Netflix, the whole Amanda Knox thing. Because I used to listen to this podcast called White Wine and True Crime. And it was these two ladies. And they would usually just talk about like the latest Netflix documentary or whatever. I haven't listened to them in a long time. I like them, and I like True Crime Garage a lot. Like, I kind of want to go to CrimeCon, which is happening in April, the end of April. I think it's like April 29th. I really want to go to CrimeCon because I know that the True Crime Garage guys go there and they just sit at the bar and get wasted. I just want to go get drunk with Nick and the captain. I think that would be awesome. But I mean, it's in Vegas. It would be super expensive. I could never afford it. Oh, Panda's doing okay. She's just hiding out. Thanks for asking. Yeah, man. I the fuckery going on with these idiots. I mean, like, what does she think that's going to stop any of us from talking about her dumb shit? A phony cease and desist letter to him and his family, and then all of a sudden we're just, no, dude, we're going to blast you. We're going to put you on blast even more now. Like, it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse, Betty. So buckle up, Buttercup. It's happening. It is happening. Well, I mean, you're saying they're hoping to get views from it, but I don't know about that, because why wouldn't she go live and brag about this cease and desist letter? Why isn't she up there bragging about it? She knows that it's bullshit is what it is. She knows that it's just a big crock of shit. Like, that's why she isn't blasting all over her YouTube channel about it. If it was for real, she would be bragging about it, right? Oh yeah, D homies burnt toast is absolutely, yeah. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. I wish they would sue Molly Golightly too. I wish the Wells would sue Betty. That would be epic. JLR and his misinfo on their past. Candace doesn't have a child abuse charge. It is battery charge on her ex baby daddy. So all of it is slander. Right. I mean, I would love to see that. But the thing is they just seem like non-confrontational people for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, they just want peace. Like, when you see Don being interviewed on Benny's channel, right? Like, he starts quoting scripture and starts talking about God, and he just doesn't want to deal with any of it. Like, he finds comfort in having that little corner of YouTube to be able to talk. And I think that that's nice. I think that he deserves to have that. Until it's proven that he's actually did have something to do with Summer's disappearance, which I don't believe. I don't have enough to believe that. But why doesn't he have why can't he have a nice little place to where he could speak? Because he's never malicious in the way that he addresses any other YouTubers. He's never malicious. Yeah. I'm going to look into that case. Paula something. I'm going to look into that case. I did not hear about the interview with Aya. I mean, I call her a fucking idiot all the time. I call them all idiots all the time, but I mean, are they not? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I slandering anyone by calling them stupid? Because they're clearly stupid. What do you want me to do? I didn't make them stupid. Right. They just are, dude. Okay, guys. All right. Hey, I'm gonna call it. Please, on your way out, if you haven't already, smash that like button for me. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I'd really appreciate it. And I wanna go ahead and give a shout out and say thank you to everybody who showed support with super chats tonight, and even just all of you that just comment and participate in my chat. I'm super grateful for that and have you guys to hang out with. So thank you guys so much. You guys always make me feel a little bit better about everything. So thank you guys for that. And I love you. And we will do this again very soon, my friends.